morning mistakes in cabinetry. Got a good one here today. When you're designing a kitchen, there's a lot of times you want to have space to do a lazy Susan, an easy reach cabinet. The only choice you have is to do a blind corner cabinet, which means you have a cabinet going this way towards the wall, and you have to get on your hands and knees to get anything out of the cabinet. The next cabinet next to it will be right here, and it will intersect in the corner. Now, the new items that are available to us now, you don't really have to get on your hands and knees as much anymore. They could have swing outs that could swing out of the cabinet where they're built into the cabinet interior, but then you could grab them and they can swing all the way out. The problem with that is it doesn't always work because of the size of your door opening. You have to have a certain size for that swing out to work, and sometimes you just don't have a length to be able to make that work. That being the case, what I want to talk to today about, if you have a blind corner cabinet and you have a cabinet going perpendicular right next to it, what size filler do you use at the intersection? Now, I've seen some where people don't use fillers, and now you have to redesign the whole thing after you're supposed to be done with the job. I've seen some that have put such a big filler in there, they could have just made a bigger cabinet. So, when you're looking at this, the main concern you have to have is your drawers opening both ways. When they open, are they going to hit? Normally, you would have a 3-inch filler. I've seen some get away with 2.5. I've seen some go in there with a 3.5, 4-inch filler. What it really depends on is what size hardware. This job that I'm at right now does not have any hardware installed yet. But if they have a hardware that has a depth of over 2 inches, you have to have a 3-inch filler here to make that turn so that this drawer will clear the hardware. Also, the hardware on this side, we have to have enough space in what we call the pull away from the wall so that this drawer will not intersect or hit the hardware on that side. It does get confusing. It does, have to focus on what you're doing. Make sure you know exactly what they're using for hardware and the next steps in the process. Once you get those numbers, you can really narrow it down to the size filler you need. I would always say start with a 3-inch filler, and then once you get the hardware sizes they need, you should be able to work that out. A lot of clients we have said, oh, we'll just order the hardware, it only takes 2-3 days to get. We can order that after the job's installed, so you have a better idea of exactly what colors and what style they need. Me personally, I kind of disagree with that. I would like to go ahead and get all the numbers ahead of time so you can make sure, especially in this instance, everything is going to clear. So once again, when you have a blind corner cabinet, the cabinet next to it, make sure you use the right size filler so that your drawers do not hit. I hope this is helpful. Look forward to seeing you next week.